World Health Organization has warned against complacency in the fight against the coronavirus, saying the disease will be with us for a long time. The WHO has also requested the Trump administration in the US to reconsider its suspension of funding, but that the organization's main focus was on ending the pandemic and saving lives. Good morning, I am Bipashna Thamang and these are the headlines of the hour. Government's ordinance leads to inter-party ripples within small political parties. Samajwadi and RJP agree to unite overnight. The number of coronavirus cases in the country climbs to 45 as 3 more individuals tested positive for the virus yesterday. 1,100 suspected individuals who may have come in contact with the coronavirus-infected people in Udaipur district identified. Samples to be collected today. And World Health Organization warns against complacency against coronavirus, citing the virus won't relent anytime soon. Requests the US to reconsider its suspension on spot. Rashtriya Janata Party Nepal and Samajwadi Party have agreed to forge unification last night. The two parties got united within 2 days of the ordinance issued by the government, making it easier for party split. As per the agreement, the new party has been named as Janata Samajwadi Party. Likewise, the new flag is to have the flag of the erstwhile Samajwadi Party and the election sign of Rashtriya Janata Party. The leaders have said that the new party would be registered at the Election Commission today itself. In a meeting held last night, 4 leaders each of Samajwadi Party and Rashtriya Janata Party signed the unification agreement. However, Chairman of Rashtriya Janata Party Anil Jha and Rajkishore Yadav did not sign in the agreement paper. As per the ordinance on political party issued by the government earlier this Monday, any party can split with 40% in either the Central Committee or Parliamentary Party. Meanwhile, some of the leaders of the Samajwadi Party also are preparing to undergo the party split. 7 Samajwadi Party lawmakers have decided to split and form a new party under the leadership of the party's deputy chairperson Renu Yadav. According to sources, the new party would be announced today itself. There are 17 lawmakers from Samajwadi Party at the House of Representatives. Police arrested former Secretary Bhim Upadhyay from his own residence in Lalitpur yesterday. According to the police, Upadhyay has been arrested for using abusive words against Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli in the social media. He is currently being held in custody at the capital's Surakutte police range. The police is preparing to carry out prosecution against Upadhyay under the Electronic Transactions Act. The number of coronavirus cases in the country has climbed to 45 as 3 more individuals tested positive for the virus yesterday. Samples taken from men of 24 to 72 years of age tested positive for coronavirus in Dharan's BP Koirala Health Sciences Academy.
1,431 वटा भएका छन्। गत 24 घण्टामा 3,736 वटा नयाँ परीक्षणहरू भएका छन्। क्वारेन्टाइनमा रहने व्यक्तिहरूको संख्या आजको दिनमा 8,595 छ। आइसोलेसनमा रहेका बिरामीहरू सम्भावित संक्रमितहरू 95 जना हुनुहुन्छ, जसमा काठमाडौँ उपत्यकामा 3 जना र उपत्यका बाहिर 92 जना हुनुहुन्छ। आज बीपी कोइराला स्वास्थ्य विज्ञान प्रतिष्ठान धरानमा पीसीआर परीक्षण गरिएका नमुनाहरूमध्ये 3 वटा नमुनाको परीक्षण पोजिटिभ आएको छ, पहिचान हुनुभएको छ। यसरी हाल कुल संक्रमितको संख्या 45 पुगेको छ।
A total of 9,011 tests have been carried out with PCR method, while 31,420 rapid tests have been conducted so far. Likewise, 2 individuals receiving treatment for coronavirus at Sethi and Teku hospitals have been discharged after recovery. So far, 7 people have recovered from the virus. The government has expedited contact tracing mechanism after the number of coronavirus cases in Udaipur district has been increasing alarmingly in recent time, as 12 people who were living in a mosque in Bhulke of Udaipur district tested positive for coronavirus. The government has deployed a team of the Nepal Army to track and test all those who had come in contact of these infected individuals in recent time. The army team has identified 1,100 people in the sealed area of Bhulke that need to be tested for coronavirus. We have a report.
A Nepal Army team has been deployed in Bhulke of Udaipur district to track the potential COVID-19 carriers after 12 individuals living in a mosque in the area tested positive for the virus. The Army team collected samples of 251 individuals who had come in contact with the 12 infected. Another team of health workers had collected 69 samples from other suspected individuals. 11 out of these total samples tested positive on Tuesday. The local government immediately sealed the region to prevent further outbreak and expedited the testing of more suspected individuals. A team of the Nepal Army and health workers are preparing to collect samples from 1,100 suspected individuals on Thursday. However, the Nepal Army says the Health Ministry needs to provide the team with health materials to make that happen.
भोलि दिनभरिमा चाहिँ हामीले 1100 जति 1000 देखि 1100 सम्म चाहिँ स्वाब कलेक्सन गर्ने चाहिँ प्लान छ। अब त्यसको लागि चाहिँ यो स्वास्थ्य मन्त्रालयबाट चाहिँ त्यो जुन जानी टोलीहरूलाई कलेक्ट गर्नको लागि स्वाबको लागि जुन राख्ने डिटेल्स आवश्यक थियो त्यो उहाँहरूले सप्लाई गर्नुहुन्छ। त्यो आयो भने चाहिँ हामीले सामानहरू जानी टोलीहरूको लागि आवश्यक पर्ने सामानहरू सबै प्राप्त भयो भने
Meanwhile, the local government and even the teams deployed have yet to determine how many individuals will need to be tested and if the contact tracing will be accurate. The team faces an added challenge as it is yet unknown how the religious leader in Bhulke contracted the virus. For this, the Nepal Army has collected details of 64,000 SIM card users that were active in the region after 14th of March. Furthermore, apart from Udaipur, the Army has put Province 2 as a high-risk zone. As the number of cases has reached 45, with 11 infections on a single day on Tuesday, there is a need to raise the number of tests at the earliest.
There has been a total of 27 confirmed cases of coronavirus in Bhulke of Udaipur district. After the number of cases of COVID-19 infection increased in the district, the Social Welfare Minister informed that a decision to seal Udaipur district was taken on Tuesday. However, the Udaipur district administration has stated that it has not yet received any notice or circular from the province government regarding the issue. After the number of positive cases for coronavirus increased in Bhulke, the local administration has restricted people in Bhulke and Shivai villages from coming out of their houses except for emergency cases. However, Minister for Internal Affairs and Law of Province Number 1, Hikmat Kumar Karki, has informed that the whole district was not sealed yesterday as only the high-risk area was sealed according to the province government's decision and its directive to the local administrations of Udaipur and Saptari districts. The areas of the 3 mosques in Saptakoshi municipality and a mosque in Kantipur municipality of Saptari district have been sealed, and the samples from the locals for the testing of coronavirus are being collected. After rapid test results came out positive in Tilathi and Khadga municipalities of Saptari district, 6 places in the district have been sealed. Welcome back. The number of people leaving the capital, even in the 4th week of the ongoing nationwide lockdown, has not changed. Earlier, a number a large number of daily wage workers were seen taking long journeys on foot back to their home districts out of fear of starvation. As of recent, many are boarding buses facilitated by lawmakers and ministers for the same. What's concerning is that majority of these people have very less precautionary measures adopted. We have a report.
This is how Kalanki and Jadibuti, two transits in the capital, looked like on Tuesday. Despite the rain and storm, on 29th day of the lockdown, men, women, children, new mothers and youngsters were either boarding buses or waiting for one like it was a normal day. Until a week back, daily wage workers flocked out of the capital out of fear of starvation amid the lockdown. Now, it is those who have somehow managed to survive till date that are leaving the capital for the same reason.
खाना बस्न समस्या पनि लाग्यो बस्नलाई भए पनि खानालाई अब समस्या पनि लाग्यो जबमा जानी गर्दाखेरि पुग्छ थियो स्यालेरी आउँथ्यो अब अहिले आउने कुरो भएन नि अनि त सबै आउनु कलंकी चोकमा आउनु भनेर बोलाएको हामी अब यहाँ हुँदा यस्तो बिजोग छ अब आएको हामी टाइममै आएको लिएर आउनु भयो होला अनि आउनु गाडीमा आएको त्यहाँ मिलाएर तरकारी ल्याउनु गाडी हामी रिक्वेस्ट गरेर बच्चासँग हामी थियो हामी सबै अब एभ्री गएको हो के हामीले बस्ने अवस्था भएन अब सिफारिस दिने भन्नुभयो हैन सिफारिस दियो फर्म भरेर खाद्यान्नको लागि उहाँहरुले हामीलाई चाहिँ चासो दिनु भएन किनकि हामी यहाँको बासिन्दा नभएको होला त्यसले गर्दा हामी खाना बस्नलाई अलिकति गाह्रो भएर हामी आफ्नो बच्चा लिएर हामी घर जानु
The government was largely criticized for its inability to manage basic facilities for those in desperate need due to the ongoing lockdown. Prime Minister K.P. Sharma Oli had expressed dissatisfaction towards the media for publishing stories of daily wage workers, even going to the extent of questioning the credibility of those stories. Ironically, a leader from the ruling party itself spoke to the media, advocating that the government should help send people back to their homes.
सरकारका प्रतिनिधिले गर्न पर्यो नि जिल्लामा त संसद त छन् नि त जनप्रतिनिधि छन् नि त प्रत्येक जिल्लामा जनप्रतिनिधि छैनन् ती जनप्रतिनिधिहरूले एउटा सरकारको एउटा प्रतिनिधिको रूपमा काम गरेर त्यो व्यवस्थापन गर्न पर्ने हुन्छ त्यसमा हामी खटिएका छौं हामी लागिरहेका छौं हाम्रो काठमाडौँमा रहेका अन्य शहरका विभिन्न देशका विभिन्न शहरमा रहेका मानिसहरूलाई हामीले व्यवस्थापन गर्ने पोलिसी अनुसार हामीले अगाडि बढिरहेका छौं काम गरिरहेका छौं भनेको काठमाडौँ यसको मतलब यही मात्र थन्किरहनु पर्छ लगायत ठूला शहरमा अड्किएका मान्छेहरू घर जान पाउनु पर्छ भन्ने हो तपाईको पाउनु पर्छ र व्यवस्थापन गर्नु पर्छ.
While Rayamaji was speaking on behalf of his people, the lack of social distancing among other precautionary measures to avoid spreading of coronavirus was indeed questionable. It may be recalled that incumbent Minister Barshaman Poon had hired a vehicle to take residents of his electoral constituency back to their homes. These series of events where people with access to leaders and political parties have defied lockdown orders raises a question if the lockdown is only for those at the lower levels.
The laborers who left for their homes after factories they worked in closed due to the lockdown were returned by the Baake District Administration just before reaching their destination. The 62 laborers who left for Dang from Dhuni Besi of Dhading district had travelled more than 500 kilometers before being returned back to Dhuni Besi from the Baake district border. The laborers at the Satya brick factory in Dhuni Besi, Dhading were out of work when the factory closed due to the lockdown. The workers spent 26 days at the factory during the lockdown without work and then decided to return to their home district after facing scarcity of food. With the help of the factory owner, the 62 laborers left for Dang on Monday on a truck which was on its way to Nepalganj to collect rice. After crossing 6 districts and reaching the border of Baake district, the district administration did not give them permission to enter the district. The workers spent the night at the Baake district border. The workers who had travelled more than 500 kilometers and had almost reached their homes were returned back to Dhuni Besi of Dhading district where they started their journey. The truck was carrying mostly children and the elderly. However, the Baque District Administration returned the truck, citing that the truck tried to enter without prior information and was carrying a majority of Indian nationals. The central government has directed the local levels and administrations to help those who are stranded on the roads. However, the Baque District Administration's decision to return the laborers instead of keeping them in quarantine and sending them home seems unreasonable. And it's time now for our segment Public Pulse, where you text us with your opinion.
Public Pulse.
And here's the question: what's your take on ministers and lawmakers sending their people to their home districts amid the lockdown? Your options are option A, biased treatment, option B, trend of defying laws, and option C, power abuse. The voting is on. Type NEWS, select your options A, B or C and send it to 34001 to share your opinion with us. And it's time now for our special segment, Glorious History.
On 21st of April 2016, Prince, the polymathic musician who created more than 30 albums and won 7 Grammy Awards over a 40-year career, was found dead in his Minnesota home and recording studio. Prince died due to an accidental overdose of the opioid fentanyl. The singer had been taking prescription pain medication for chronic hip pain. In October 2016, 6 months after Prince's death, Paisley Park opened to the public for tours. That year, Prince's estate sold more albums than any other artist ever. On 21st of April 1980, 26-year-old Rosie Ruiz finished first in the women's division of the Boston Marathon with a time of 2 hours, 31 minutes and 56 seconds. She was rewarded with a medal, a laurel wreath and a silver ball. However, 8 days later, she was stripped of her victory after race officials learned she jumped into the race about a mile before the finish line. Ruiz has never explained why she cheated. However, it is believed that she intended to jump into the middle of the pack of runners but miscalculated when she joined the marathon 1 mile from the end, not realizing she was ahead of other 448 female competitors. Ruiz was unknown in the running world and her victory raised suspicions as it was a 25-minute improvement over her New York City marathon time. Additionally, her winning time was then the 3rd fastest marathon time in history for a woman. Boston Marathon officials stripped Ruiz of her title on 29th of April 1980 and named Jacqueline Garou of Canada the women's division champion with a time of 2 hours, 34 minutes and 28 seconds. The controversy surrounding Ruiz also overshadowed Bill Rogers, who won the men's division of the 1980 Boston Marathon for a record 4th year in a row. After her cheating was revealed, Ruiz, who maintained she had won the Boston Marathon fairly, lost her job in New York. She encountered further trouble in 1982 when she was accused of stealing money from an employer. The following year, she was caught selling drugs to the undercover officers in Florida. In both cases, Ruiz served brief stints in jail. She died in 2019 in Florida. On 25th.
And that's all for the moment. Keep watching Kantipur Television HD for more news and entertainment. Thank you for watching. Have a good day and stay safe.